Hi everyone, it's Taff. Welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2. Here we are, and we're doing great. Last time out, we ended up in Paris, Gay Paris. We have 169,000 in the bank, and I have just slept, and we're in the middle of the night. But that's not going to stop us getting another job. So we're in Paris, and let's have a look what we got. Paris, Paris. We're not going to get that one. Paris to Bergen. It's not. We want to go east towards Russia, don't we? So we've done that. Paris to Milano, diggers, 25 tons. Ooh. We've not been to Italy yet, have we? And we'll drive through Switzerland. That's a possibility. We've got Bordeaux. That's a bit too much for us at the moment. And it's not going in the way we want. Calais is not going the way we want. Liverpool, no. Calais again, no. Esberg. No, it's not going the right way. Look at these. A380 engines to Rennes. Wrong way though. Glass panels to Nuremberg. That's not too bad. It's going the right direction. We've got some wood shavings to Dusseldorf. Some Paris to Liège potatoes. Some clothes to Croydon. And Luxembourg with some gravel. So let's go back to... I fancy Milan. I don't know about you. Yes, let's Milan it is. Let's head off to Italy. We haven't been to Italy, so we're just in the motel at the Parisian holiday spot, whatever this is. Let's just get out of here. How do we try and back up without hitting anything? Nothing behind us. It's okay. Right, come on. There you go, map showing us where we're going to go. Right, we've got a 17-minute drive until we actually get to the destination. Wow, to pick up the trailer. Okay, so now a town location. It's not a bad thing actually, getting out of Paris. Almost got hit by a French truck then, but we're okay. And the lights are falling for us, which is a good sign. One thing is to look out for the Eiffel Tower. Is it all lit up? Coming over the Seine now. So let's just go outside view and have a look around. Can you see the Eiffel Tower? Oh, no, it's a crane. Sorry, France. No, can't. Now, the Eiffel Tower is usually beautifully lit up in the evenings. So I'm surprised we can't see that. Never mind. Never mind. Alright, let's just come out of Paris. Got the exhaust brake on, and I've also got the retarder on as well, which gives us a little bit more stopping power. Even though stopping power hasn't been a problem in the past. If we're going to start taking some heavier loads like we did last time, then we may need to use every tool at our disposal. So I'm going to get practicing with them, which should be good. Now, thanks to some of the comments on the Steam group, Monster Guts in particular, who said this is not his kind of game, but he does enjoy when I'm challenged by the bigger loads. Speed and offence, terrific. So yeah, we may well be getting some more bigger loads. I did actually download one of the DLC packs for things like helicopters and yachts and big things basically. I can't remember exactly what the DLC is called, but it's only a couple of quid, so I've downloaded that, stuck it in. It seems compatible with the Jazzy Cats trailers, so that's all okay. Oh, did I stop at a green light? I'm an idiot sometimes. I was too busy. Oh, they'd have pinged us anyway. So here we are. It's in the middle of nowhere. Heading towards Lille. Or Lily. Lille. Away we go. Wow, we got one of these Etri or ET tree. Wow, windy road into the ET tree or Etri depot. Ooh, Paris, we're outside of Paris. It's not a problem. We've got 10 hours to sleep. And I was thinking, you know, there's as we slowly start to get, you know, skill up our driver, and we slowly have longer and longer routes, it's not going to be a problem, because obviously we need to sleep. So the episode will probably be split into two, and then we'll, you know, when we sleep, we'll park one episode and we'll pick it up next time, just like you would normally. Oh, it's Triette. Triette, isn't it? Not Etri. Oh, okay, into a lumberyard. Okay, so we want to go that to Milan. Anything else? Erfurt has jumped in there. No, 32 grand to Milano, please. Right, and you're going to have this in the most convenient place to pick up. Are you? Are you? No, it's going to be over here somewhere. Where are we going? There it is. These diggers. It's a train engine there. Look at that. Wow. 75 tons. Oh, okay, we need to spin round. Okay. What are Alpha 15? Say now Alpha 159. I think that's 159. And besides it, it's some sort of little Skoda, or is it a VW? I'm not sure. I'll look in a second. Looks like a Skoda. Octavia, is it? Those little ones. Octavia. Potatoes, tomatoes. Who knows? Right. Are we going to get past that? I doubt it. Let's have a look at that mirror. Mirror says yes. Mirror lied. What's going on? Okay. For some reason that wouldn't go in reverse. I was just pushing up against it. That would have seriously scratched my paintwork. Let's have a quick look. Nope. 8%. I think that's tyres anyway, so I'm not going to worry about that. Anyway, this is not a great start to the episode. Let's just back it badly on there. Not that I trust this mirror anymore. There you go. Clunk, 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 clunk. I'm hitting everything today. This is going to be an exciting episode, right? Don't trust the mirror, but that says it should be fine. It should be fine. Yes, it is. Closer than I thought, though. Right. Now we've got a trailer. Let's concentrate and do this properly. And off to Milan we must go. So quite a tight entrance, actually. Yeah, quite a tight entrance indeed. But we're out, and looks like we're heading right. Where's right? Lille. Looking all good. So let's go. Let's just pop down a gear so we can get some grunt going. How much do these tractors weigh? 25 ton. Okay, that shouldn't be too bad. What was the tank last time? That was about 30 ton, wasn't it? We were okay with that. Hopefully this isn't going to be too bad. So we're going into the into Switzerland and into Italy. Obviously we've got the Alps to contend with, but it should be okay. Should be okay. Hopefully. We'll see. Don't worry. Don't panic so much. Let's have positive thoughts at this stage. Right. This will be the first test to see if we can... Because we're not going to be able to get much speed going up this because it's such a tight bend. Let's see how the truck pulls. Actually, seems to be pulling really well, actually. It's nothing on in the mirror, so okay, we're going to be fine with this. We're going to be absolutely fine. Okay, we're finally on the road after, what's that, 10 minutes? Wow, it's been a long 10 minutes. But how you guys been? Just had a lorry pull out behind us who wants to go past. Hope you've had a nice week since we last spoke on the Euro Truck Simulator 2. I've had a very busy week actually, and some good, some bad, but relatively okay. Relatively okay. Nothing I'm really going to grumble about. Just the usual stuff, which frustrates you at times, but you have to put up with it sometimes. Now today I've had a couple of issues. I'll start off with the moan first off, and then we can get out of the system. So today I've had my internet go down, so I've had my DSL service. Now I use British Telecom. I've got what they call their Infinity service, which is like fibre to cabinet. It's not that great, to be honest with you. It gives me about 4.5 upload and about 29 meg download. It's good, it's okay, it's better than what I used to be on, but it's still not great compared to some parts anyway. But yeah, it's okay. The problem is that has been offline this afternoon, and it's been very intermittent yesterday and a bit today. So fortunately, I've got a video or two already preloaded onto YouTube. The hell? Sorry, I'm just drifting across the lanes. This confused me totally. This I want to go off here by the looks of it. Yes, I've got a couple of videos already on YouTube, so that should be okay for the next couple of days. Hopefully I can get some service back so I can keep the videos coming so you don't see any disruption whatsoever. I'm currently recording this on Wednesday evening, so yeah, Wednesday evening I'm having issues. Now I've got a video already uploaded for tomorrow, Thursday, which will be London Underground Simulator. So that'll be Thursday, and hopefully we should have on Friday a farming game, and this should be coming out on Saturday then, and then another farming game on Monday, and then we'll continue the usual theme. So that being said, we're coming up to a toll booth, so let's just get through the toll booth, and then we'll do a quick channel review and summary of what's happening this week and going forward. Wow, this is really quiet on this road. It's really nice. Oh, pulled up a little bit short. And we're away. Really nervous about those now since we had that incident a couple of episodes ago. Everything seems to be okay. Fuel. We could use a fuel stop next time we see one. Oh, where'd that orange car come from? Let's just get into that lane. Oh, look at those that traffic zipping by over there. Wow, that's going quick. Was it a train? Could be a train, of course. It is a train. I think it's a train. Yeah, it looks like a train track. So, the channel. It's going really well. You'll probably notice that things have changed. I've given it a fresh lick of paint from the old one. Yeah, so the old like the banners and the avatars and all that kind of thing. They've gone over a year old now. So I thought it was well about time that we freshened it all up. Got a new look. Some of you will like it, some of you won't like it, but I quite like it. And you know, you'll grow on you, I'm sure it will, and you'll get, you know, change is not always what people enjoy, but I think you'll agree the old banners were looking a little bit tired, so it's nice to have a little bit of freshen up every now and then, a bit of a spring clean, even though we're going into winter. So that's what we've done. They were also looking at doing a new intro. Haven't quite decided, found one done one I quite like at the moment, which is holding me back a second. I'm just going to pop in here to get some fuel. So yeah, when I find a one I like, then I may well take it, adapt it, and use it for my own. You can get a lot of these templates on the internet now for things like Adobe After Effects intros or Sony Vegas intros, whatever software you're using really, and they're all pretty good. So I'm just having to play around now, see what I like. That's the last bit, the last piece in the puzzle. So I've not only done YouTube, but I've also completely freshened up my Twitch page because we want to get more streaming done. Whoops, missed a gear. Later on this year, and going into next year, I want to get some more regular streaming going. Obviously, I'm doing a lot of streaming with A Kick to the Head and Michael, which we're really enjoying. We had mostly 7 Days to Die, although we have done a Euro Trucker actually. First stream we did was a Euro Truck Simulator multiplayer, way back when. That's probably only a couple of months now actually. And we may do more. We may do more depending on what people want to see. Obviously, we're building up a 7 Days to Die kind of a base at the moment, because that seems to be, it's a really good game where you can see us create and craft and build, and you can actually see progression rather than us just playing a game which we're just rinsing and repeating, if that makes sense. So we can have a little bit more interaction. You know, we can get some feedback on what you think our designs are, and you know, suggestions and that kind of thing. So that's going really well, and I want to keep doing the 7 Days to Die because, you know, when it comes to streaming and stuff like that, it's good to keep a little bit of consistency, so people know, you know, what your base games are and what, you know, what basically what you do, and that will encourage people to watch other things as well, and obviously stick with it, and then hopefully stay with the channel and stay with it while we grow. That's the aim of the game. Obviously YouTube is still the primary focus, but Twitch is just a really nice way of playing games, interacting live with everyone, and it's just a great, yeah, streaming is such a great experience. What's this car doing? You go past then. It's such a great thing to be involved in and really enjoy it. We had Hitman82 come and join us last time, and I think he'll be coming to join us again. I think it went very well. People seem to like the interaction, and also we had one of my mods, Miss Trillion, also joined us on the channel, sorry, on the stream for a little while, which was very popular as well. So I just had to have a quick drink because my throat went incredibly dry, and I was desperately not choking there, or trying not to choke anyway. So yes, live streaming is something I really want to push forward going into next year. Not only obviously doing the 7 Days to Die, but also doing some live streams. I'm not going to be streaming every day because clearly I work full time and I just don't have the time to do that, but I'll try and stream most weekends if possible. That's what I'd like to try and do. You know, I know, speeding fence, god damn it. I know, you know, some of like Michael, for instance, is not always available because he's working, but it's one of those things that I might do a different game, or I might have, you know, do another multiplayer with somebody else. But I think myself and Michael got really good. We got good chemistry on the stream, and it works out quite well. We're very similar, but also we do differ in some ways, which seems to be entertaining and people seem to enjoy. So that's good. So yeah, live streaming going really well. Go and check out the Steam page, the Twitch page, and you can see I've freshened that all up as well, and that's great. And hit a follow so you'll be notified when I next go online. The other good way to keep in touch and find out what's going on with streams and stuff is obviously to join the was a bit of a bump there, to join the Steam group. Now the Steam group is obviously where you can discuss anything you like in the from my channel. Or am I rubbing the I've stopped. I think we're rubbing the inside barrier there. This is not a very good drive. Income 717 from driver Jonas. Well done, Jonas. There's nothing going, mate. Are you going to go? You let me go. No, you're going. Okay, fine. Let's just concentrate as we come out here. Thanks, mate, for waiting. So yeah, good place to keep in touch is on the Steam group. There'll be a link in from my about section, and basically got discussion threads going on pretty much every series. If there's a question you want to ask, or you know, a series you want to suggest, then there are threads for that. Just go in there, have a look to see if there's anything you want to add to that, and also if there's any questions, by all means go in there, join the Steam group, open up a discussion thread and fire away, and myself and probably a number of others would also comment on it. It's just something which I've got going in the last week or so, so it's going to be very slow to start, but yeah, by all means go check it out, sign up, start interacting, have a chat, get people going on. There's a chat section in there if people are online, have a chat to each other, organise, you know, playing some co-op together. You know, that's what it's there for you guys to also meet up. It's not just about me, it's about, you know, you guys who enjoy watching my videos. Then obviously you've got a similarity in the kind of games you like to play, and it's probably a good place to hook up and discuss ideas, discuss the games, and also yeah, hook up for multiplayer games. Why not, eh? Why not? Speaking of multiplayer games, obviously the streams, we are looking to do some multiplayer streams as well. Now with 7 Days to Die, I have purchased a server, so I do have a server now, which I'm using for my live streams, but I will probably also set some open stream nights where we'll be playing, and then we'll have the server name and address and password where you can come and join us. Obviously there is a limit, it's only a 10-seat server, so it's quite a small server, but I had to make it economically viable for me to, you know, to keep paying for. So it's only a 10-seat server, so, you know, depending if myself, Michael, and maybe Hitman are on there, then there's only going to be another 3 spots. So, you know, it probably will be, we may well do a first come first serve basis, or, you know, when somebody leaves, 1 in 1 out, or we could maybe set some little competitions or something to see who wins a spot to come and join us if you want to. We haven't quite decided that, but we will have those evenings going in the next month or two, probably coming into November, December. Yeah, we will have some open stream nights, which should be quite good fun. Not only can you come and watch us and interact, but you can also potentially come onto the server as well. And there's a number of other games that we'd like to play, but at the moment some of them are not very stable, and so we can't do that, which is a bit of a shame. Life is Feudal is one of them, to be honest. It's something that would probably be a great stream, watching us start from nothing and building up to potentially nothing, but a lot of work along the way, a lot of learning along the way as well, and it would be nice to show you guys that game, because it may appeal to some of you, probably not some others, but it's a very interesting game. Early access, very rough around the edges, but very detailed in places, and very interesting going forward. Anyway, so that's the streaming. Check it out. The Steam group, check it out. It's all there for your benefit as well as mine. You know, it is so you can have these chats. I know you're probably in about 1 billion Steam groups anyway, but if there's anything you want to talk about my channel or anything like that, videos I've done, I know the YouTube comments are great. I really do enjoy them, but there's only so much detail you can put in a YouTube comment. So if there's anything you want to expand on, by all means head over to the Steam forum and have a chat on there. That's great. So yes, so that was basically the channel's been refreshed, the Steam group and the streaming. Okay, so let's go back to the YouTube series. Let's do a quick update on them. We'll start here, as we always do. Euro Truck Simulator 2, really enjoying it. As I say, I got some feedback from Monster saying he likes to see some tricky loads, so like big loads. You know, I know they got that monster tree somewhere, and they got that big we got that train as well. So I'm going to try and get some more interesting loads, depending on how the compatibility is with the various mods I already have on there. It's a beautiful morning, isn't it? What a beautiful sunrise. Let's take a moment and watch that. Beautiful. So yeah, we've got the DLC for the Scandinavian pack. Now that is not due out till February, as we touched on last week. So around about the same time as American Truck Simulator has been touted. So that's a bit of a worry. Maybe they're spreading themselves a little bit too thin. But for now, we'll continue press on with Euro Truck Simulator. As I say, it's a nice way to give a weekly update, and it's also nice to just chill out for an hour or so, having a drive around Europe, and I enjoy it, and you know, a core group of you seem to be still enjoying it as well, so that's great. American Trucker, obviously starting in February, potentially, that's when they've touted it. Fingers crossed, and obviously we'll be jumping right on that. I may do an American Truck stream sometime in February, whenever it's released. Just to jump on the hype of it, because everyone will probably want to see it and see what it's like before they buy it. If it's going to be too much of a difference between this one, or, you know, obviously we'll get the American trucks like the Western Star, the Kenworths, and the Max and the Peterbilts. And I've already, people are suggesting which trucks I should get now, because I always said Kenworth, didn't I? But I kind of started to like the Western Star. Now people are suggesting the Peterbilt. Now I had a look at the Peterbilt, and it does look a little bit like Optimus Prime. So I'm kind of, yeah, maybe. We'll have to see on the day when I get the game which one I buy. Even now I don't know. So I haven't made my mind up. We'll just see on the day what's going on. Right, I've got a bit of momentum, so let's see if we can go past this truck, shall we? Okay, that wasn't too bad. Nicely done. I do like that sunrise. That is beautiful. So Euro Truck Simulator is going well. Let's just dab of brake coming around there. That's a bit quick. Euro Truck's doing well. American Trucker soon to come out, which should be good. Which just leaves us plenty of time to play a little bit more with the Russian map and all that. So that's great. Okay. Next we have B-17. Well, B-17, we've completed 25 missions in Squadron Commander, and it looks like we've got the extra 5 missions to up to 30. So we've got another probably 5 weeks of that while we complete the missions on that one, which is good. Know where we are, and we can hopefully get through that without further loss to the squadron. That being said, once that's done, we do have Silent Hunter 5, and I did actually get probably about half an hour the other day to sit down and start to go through some of the tutorials. I do have the Grey Wolves Mega Mod, which is made, wow, it's transformed the game basically. If you got the stock Silent Hunter 5 mod, then get the Grey Wolves Mega Mod. I got mine from, head over to subsim.com. So that's difficult to say, subsim.com, and it's basically a great forum with predominantly for the submarine simulation games, but there's also Navy simulation games, aircraft simulation games, and all sorts of aircraft simulation games on there as well, combat simulation games especially. So go and check them out. They're a really nice bunch of guys. I'm actually a subbed up member. I buy a yearly membership, so I can have access to all the downloads and all the mods. It's not that much, and it really helps those guys out, and if you ever get a problem, those guys are awesome. So by all means go and check them out. Well worth it if you're into your submarine games especially. That being said, I need to get more training on that, because we will be doing some Silent Hunter 5, and I'm also trying to figure out how I'm going to show it to you, because obviously the patrols you go on are endless, hours and hours and hours of just, you know, going to a point with nothing happening. So I'm going to have to think about, and maybe be a little bit more creative about how I display those games. I'll switch my lights off. But we'll see how it goes. I don't want to do a straight let's play on it, because, you know, otherwise we'll just be literally ploughing on for nothing. We'll have huge cuts in it, but maybe that's the way forward. I'm not sure yet. We will see. I'll have a think on it anyway. But looking forward to that. Need to do a lot more training on it, which is cool. Then we come to Firefighter Simulator 2014. We've got one more mission to do, so that should be finished next week, which should be good. I've enjoyed it, but I think I've had enough of it now. I think it's about time we retired it. I think some of you have had enough of it as well, judging by some of the comments and the thumbs down in the videos. I think, you know, It could be for me, or it could be for the game. I think it's probably just run its course, and it's probably good to put it to bed. Let's just slow down as everyone stopped at the lights. Nice, they've all turned off. We're going the other way. Fantastic. Boom. Yes, so as I say, Firefighters 2014 will be finishing next week, and in its place, I had planned to do some Call of Duty. No, Cliffs of Dover. Getting back to doing some Cliffs of Dover. I have missed Cliffs of Dover. It's been a while, and I want to get back into it. Now, they have released the sequel to Cliffs of Dover, which is the Ilstormovik Battle of Stalingrad. So I had to have another quick glug of drink there. Yeah, Battle of Stalingrad. Now, I've watched Tailmange. If you like your flight simulations, then head over to the YouTube channel Tailmange. He's another Brit, and he does predominantly aircraft combat sims. So he does Ilstormovik 1946, he does Rise of Flight, he also does a little bit of Silent Hunter 3, and he's just started a series on what was I just saying? Battle of Stalingrad, Ilstormovik Battle of Stalingrad. Now, I must admit, watching this is not criticism of him. It's a criticism of the game. The game seems very limited. I know he's just been going through the tutorials at the moment, but it's kind of, yeah, it's not what I was hoping it would be, to be honest with you. It seems a little bit arcadey, which is fine for some, people like that. That's fine, but it doesn't ring. I don't know. It just doesn't have the feel of the previous Ilstormovik's games. Like 1946 was obviously a classic. Cliffs of Dover, which was an absolute mess when they abandoned it, but the Team Fusion guys have actually really done an outstanding job to get that in a superb condition now, and it's well worth picking up if you're into your flight sims. Picking up Cliffs of Dover, then heading over to the ATAG forums, and definitely downloading the Team Fusion mods. Well worth it. Transforms the game into a fantastic simulator, and I can't wait to get back into that. Probably going to leave the Battle of Stalingrad well alone for now. May go to it later, but yeah, if that's your thing, go check out Tailmange. He's actually really good. Really enjoy watching his videos. That's a really nice, relaxing way to watch a bit of flight combat, which is always nice. We just concentrated as we came down the hill. So yeah, Cliffs of Dover is going to be starting. We're going to be starting on the Luftwaffe bombing campaign with the Ju-88 during the Battle of Britain. Should be pretty good. Obviously, it's all set during the Battle of Britain because it's Battle of Britain theatre. But it does look like they're going to be doing some more theatres in the Team Fusion mod. That's all. I'll go and check it out if you're interested. I think they might be doing like a Malta mod, which should be nice. I've seen one being worked on anyway. I don't know how far that's gone, but that should be quite interesting if they bring in other theatres to the game. I can't emphasise the quality of this stuff these guys are making. It's top notch, and you think, wow, these guys should be doing this for a living. But there we go. So I'm going to start. I might do a practice after this actually on that. Get that going because that's going to be coming in the next week or so, or next 2 weeks time anyway. Do our first bombing run on that, which should be quite interesting. A lot to learn. It's very different from B-17. The bomb aiming and everything like that is completely different. So, and it's completely alien to me because I usually fly the British light bomber, which is the Bristol Blenheim Mark IV. So going on to the medium bombers of the Heinkel 111 and the Ju-88 is new to me. So not only I'm going to struggle to fly it, no doubt, I'll also be struggling to bomb, which obviously the primary purpose we're going to go up in the air. So that should be good. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to the learning curve, and hopefully you guys will enjoy those videos as well. Do I need to drop down a gear? No, I think we're okay. That brings us on to... Should we start on the farming games then? So Farm Sim 2013. That's going strong. Obviously, I'll continue with the Glen Malore map until you say we don't want to watch anymore. Then I'll stop, which is fine. People still seem to be enjoying it, and they still, you know, I've still had comments to keep playing it even when Farm Sim 15's out, which is fine. We'll do that. Obviously, Farm Sim 15 is coming out at the end of the month. We'll do a live stream on the 31st of October over on my Twitch channel. So be sure to check that out if you're interested in the farming, and we'll show you what Farming Sim 15 is all about. Whether or not you're sitting on the fence, whether or not you want to buy it, come and check it out, and we'll give you a preview. Okay, we're coming into Switzerland. Great stuff. Into Switzerland we go. Yes, and of course, as we touched on last time with Pro Farmer, last week's Pro Farmer was indeed the last. We parked everything up, put the farm away, as it were. We've put all the equipment away. We've shut it up shop for winter, and we may come back to it. We may not. Depends how things go. What we are doing is going back to Agricultural Simulator, and I have indeed started a new series on that and recorded the first episode 2 days ago. 2 days ago I went a whole hour with no issues whatsoever. I say no issues, no technical issues with the game. I had all sorts of issues in the game, especially with the animals, but you'll see that in the coming days. So yes, Agricultural Simulator is back for Series 4, I believe. Which, yeah, 4 series, you think, I can't believe it's 4 series. Well, yeah, technically it's not, because some of them didn't get past a few episodes, but it is Series 4, kinda, in a way, maybe, yeah. It's going to be Series 4 anyway. A fresh start. So that's pretty cool. Looking forward to that. Well, continuing with that, obviously you haven't seen it, but I've already started it, which is great. And more to come, as long as that remains stable, of course. We'll see how far we can go. Let's pull out into this lane, because we'll be going to Milano. 4 hours and 33 minutes to go. Doing well. Okay, so that's the farming, that's the trucking done. Which brings us to London. Oh, I've clipped that barrier. Jeez, what is with me and my driving today? Why wouldn't it go into third gear? There we go. Oh, now I've stalled. I don't know. My driving today. No. Okay, I have to do a handbrake. Handbrake turn. Parking brake engaged. I know, because I'm going to have to get the revs up. There we go. Bit of a queue behind me. Bit of embarrassment there. Never mind. Too busy talking and not concentrating on what I'm doing. Okay, let's try not to hit those posts. God, that's tight. That's tight. That is tight. Oof, that is tight. Right. So what we've done, we've talked about this, we've talked about B17, we've talked about the farming games. We were coming on to London Underground, weren't we? London Underground Simulator. Now we have completed, tomorrow, Thursday, will be the 11th episode, which will be Mission 10, Part 2. And that will complete all the... Oh, I'm getting tired already. That will complete all the missions in the set mission status. Now there are drive to schedules, but there's like zillions of those, and I know people have said, "Oh, we would like to see some of that." I don't know how long that will remain interesting. We'll do a couple, and then depending, we'll take a straw poll and whether or not we want to park it. We may come back and do some more series later, so it's not like a that's it, gone, goodbye. Might just take a little break from it and do something else, just to keep it fresh and interesting for everyone. But as I say, we'll do a couple more episodes on that, and we'll do another straw poll. We could potentially do some, if you still want a bit of farming, then we could potentially do some... Did I say farming? I meant train driving. We could do some Microsoft Train Simulator 2015 or whatever the damn designation is. It got upgraded to the latest version anyway, so we could do some train sim. Can't keep saying farm. Right, we've got an hour and a half before we need to sleep, but we've only got 8 hours. We've got 4 hours to go, so we might as well shut up shop now and have some snooze. Okay, driver Jana has leveled up. Great, she must have just brought some money in. I was too busy drinking and looking at the ceiling. Income 4,297 by Jonas. Well done, Jonas. Never lets me down, Jonas. Income 8,260 by Ludwig. Wow, Ludwig. Welcome back. Welcome back into the game. Loan installments paid 5,788 were paid. Great, okay. Don't want to read that. Which is fine. I wonder if we can have it a little bit like Ice Road Truckers, where we actually our drivers earn on how many loads they get. So we'll have a competition in the team. Whoever delivers the most loads gets the like a jacket marked with Load King or something. Well, that does sound a little bit weird. Now that I said it out loud, it was okay in my head. Then sometimes when you say things out loud, it doesn't quite sound right. Load King sounds a bit weird. Anyway, enough about that. So we could do some train simulator if that's of interest to anyone, but I'll stick it on the Steam forums and you can have your say and a vote. As I say, that is where the best place to suggest series as well. One of the other series which I potentially would be looking at would be LA Noire, which was suggested by I think Mark suggested it some time ago, and it was one of those ones I thought, yeah, maybe yeah. So I'll put that out for the vote as well, and maybe we'll do something different as well. Get a nice break from the simulators. Well, not break from the simulators, so we'll continue to do them, but just a slight change of pace, as it were, which might be interesting for everyone. Also got a suggestion for a Halloween-esque game, which I've purchased, and I will play, and we'll probably have a couple of Halloween specials for this particular game, which is a Halloween-y themed type thing. Should be good. Obviously, we'll be doing a Halloween stream with the Farming Sim 15, so look out for that, although I've already plugged that, so I don't need to do that again, but just so you know. So there we are. That's where we are with London Underground Simulator. Let me know your thoughts and feelings. I'll go for a couple more weeks now on the scheduled drives, see how they do, and then we may well do some Train Simulator or something completely different. Head over to the Steam. Well, put your comments down below actually. See what you think, and if you want to add any suggestions, head over to the Steam forums and let me know there. Much appreciated, thank you. And I've got hiccups, you probably noticed that while I go quiet all of a sudden. And let's just pop down a gear. So that brings us on to the survival-esque games. So we're currently playing The Long Dark. And I did a recording session Saturday. Now, without giving too much away, there are, I've done okay. I've fought the inevitable death off for a number of times now. I don't know how much longer that's going to go, because clearly the whole point of the game is that it's going to kill you, and it's literally you just trying to survive as long as you can. Some people have survived 350 odd days, I think the longest is now. Well, I don't have the patience to be as what they do, all their little things they do to achieve those kind of long days. I just don't have the patience or the inclination to do what they do. It's like taking all your equipment off every time you go into a building, or your clothing off so it doesn't degrade. It's like, I can't be doing with that. My time, I'll just bore myself. So, but I'm really enjoying that game. We'll see how we go. Obviously, once we die, that will be the end of that first series, which is fine. Don't panic, because obviously it's in early access, so more and more content will be added to that game. So while we do that, when we finish The Long Dark, we'll probably go back and do another series of The Forest, because The Forest has had a couple of updates since I last played it. So we'll do another short mini series on that, and we'll get to see all the new features and that. And by the time we've completed that, we'll probably come back and maybe do another series on The Long Dark with its latest updates or something completely different. That's 1,200 euros brought in by Ludwig again there, fantastic. So that's what I'm going to do with those series. They're going to sort of run in tandem with each other, and we can look at the new updates as they come along. Once we feel we've, even if a game hasn't been released, if we feel it's a bit tired, we may retire it for a while, and maybe if it has a big update, we'll go back to it. So that's what I'm thinking with that. Far Sky, that'll continue as long as people still want to enjoy it. We've got a lot to do, and we've found a third undersea base, a deep sea base, which is quite exciting. Got lots to do, building submarines, getting resources, and fighting off all sorts of nasties, which is quite cool. Income 3,479 by Jana. Well done, Jana. Katarina's noticeable by her absence, isn't she? Just saying. Hopefully she'll bring in some cash soon. I'm starting to worry about her. So they are some of the survival games. 7 Days to Die, as I say, that it's been my main streaming game. Now I'm wondering whether or not to restart my series, my single player series. I'm going to cut that corner like that, because I don't think it's gonna, the new features are not going to work with my old save game. So I popped the question on today's video whether or not you want I should start a new series. I'm thinking I should. I'll just get your feedback as well, and we may well do that. The other half of me is thinking, well, maybe I'll just actually get the stream and put that into videos and put that on instead of doing a single player series. These are the things that are going through my head. Let me know your thoughts. As I say, I might even open that up in the Steam group and see what people's thoughts are there, because a lot of people will obviously watch the stream. You may not want to watch it again, although a lot of people do put their stream footage onto YouTube. I don't know. I'm sitting on the fence on this one. I'm not sure what I would prefer, to be honest with you. But we will see. We will see anyway, and we'll make the decision when we come to it. If you've got any thoughts and opinions, then please, as I say, put a comment down below, or head over to the Steam forum and put them in there as well. That'd be great, just to help me decide what to do. But I really enjoy that game. It's continually being updated, and as I say, we've often said this before, for an early access game, it's still in its alpha phase. It's by far much more complete and far better than many games I've bought at full price and have just been rubbish, to be honest with you. So, you know, I can't praise it enough. If that's your kind of thing, you'll probably enjoy it. What else do we do? So we've done the farming, we've done this, we've done B17, we've done Far Sky, we've done the survival games, we've done London Underground, we've done the Firefighters. I think that's pretty much it, isn't it? I think that's pretty much it. I think we've covered everything, and we still have an hour and 50 minutes to drive. That's just fantastic. I don't normally get a chance to tell you about some things. So some of the things are often hinted at, and one of the things I wanted to do for Christmas was to bring you footage of a new game in development, which may or may not excite some of you. If you like the B17 Cliffs of Dover type game, then you may be slightly excited about it. It's something I'm working on. Yes, me, little old me, is working on a game. Although, you know, I just time is always a struggle. I got a couple of friends who have also offered assistance in the form of advice and help, which I'll probably be needing a little bit more than that going forward, because modelling I'm learning, I'm okay, but I'm getting better. Game design I'm pretty good at, actually. Coding, not so much. I know a lot of you may leap forward and go, oh, I can do a bit of coding, do you want to, you know, thanks for that, but you know, it's one of those projects which, it sounds really weird, but I want to do it for myself. It's one of those, you know, it's kind of, I don't know, I feel quite strongly about it. It's one of the initial thing I want to do is to use it to produce, not a game as such, which I'll distribute to everyone, but I want to, you know, use it to record. It's just like 3D models in a 3D world where I can record videos and make little footage of films and stuff. That was what I wanted to do. But I may also, depending, I might release it on the end of that, and you can have a play with it, and may develop it further. But that is one of the other things I've been working on. There's a number of other little projects in sort of game design and game working as well. I'm working on as well. So yeah, I'm incredibly busy, which is good for me because it stops me thinking about, you know, all the other things I should be doing, which is good. But yeah, it's the problem is, I wanted to get a little, you know, I wanted to get the project I'm working on in a position where I could record a really cool Christmas, like, Hollywood video for you. Well, it's not going to be Hollywood quality, but, you know, like a little video for you, and a little story for, you know, like a Christmas special. It's progress has been really slow in the last 2 months. I've done quite a bit, but yeah, I vastly overestimated the speed that the project would go to. So, yeah, it might be next Christmas. You know, there's no real time stamp on when I want this project to be completed. Obviously, within a year or two, probably, and that's probably the right amount of time that, you know, for the kind of work I'm doing. And I'm currently working on the Unity engine, which is brilliant for developers for indie games and stuff. It's relatively affordable. It's relatively stable. But one of the things I do want is some of the 64-bit tools and abilities, which is going to come out in version 5, which I'm still waiting for. I think that they've got the open beta at the moment, but I'm working, testing out some ideas and theories in the latest version 4, which is good fun. And yeah, it's quite good. I'm really enjoying it. Really enjoy it. If it's something that game design or anything like that is something that you've always thought to have a go at, that, well, why not? You know, you've got things like Unity. They do an indie pack, which is like a free version, which doesn't have all the fancy bits in it, but it gives you the basics to have a play, and you can easily create a little first-person world and a first-person shooter within, I don't know, a day. You should be easily able to do that. Probably no content or depth behind it, but all the tools are there. You know, prefabs are there to help you out with that kind of thing, and then you can pretty much go for it. Now, if you look at something like is it SAS Survival Rescue or something via Excalibur? Now, that game was literally produced just on the bare basic Unity stuff. You can look at that and say, oh, that's the bare basic Unity tools which have produced that. So if you ever thought about it, head over to Unity 3D, download the free pack, have a play with it. You can also do that for the Unreal pack. There's the UDK, which is like the development pack, which you can play with and have some fun. There's plenty of tutorials and stuff on YouTube. I'm not at a level where I can give any advice or any feedback with any authority, so yeah, don't come to me asking for advice, because I'm learning it all myself. So but yeah, if you ever thought about it, head over to those. There's other free engines available out there as well. Yeah, it's all there for you if you're interested. And as I say, there's plenty of YouTube videos for tutorials and that kind of thing as well to give you help along the way, which is great. And we are here, although I don't know how the hell do I get in there. Okay, hang on. Has my sat-nav just died? That was supposed to tell me to get off there, wasn't it? God damn it. Right, we're going to have to go down to that junction and come back, unless we see a turn in the road before that, and we can do what Michael and the kick to the head does, which is illegal U-turns in the middle of dual carriageway. If you haven't seen his latest Eurotruck video, well, I've just ruined it for you. But there we go. That's a bit of a spoiler. God damn it, stupid sat-nav. Okay. Let's go up a gear. So yeah, so my it's a bit early to give you my goals and thoughts for next year, but for now, all I want to do is continue to grow the channel, continue to grow the fan base. Hang on, is this a place we can? No, it's a bit of a fence. And also do a little bit more streaming to get more interactivity with you guys. Obviously, want to get on and play some multiplayer games with you guys. The problem is, a lot of the multiplayer games, they're very limited in the people you can actually interact with. So people have suggested War Thunder. Well, the problem with War Thunder is there's only 3 other people who can be in my squad, as it were, which is it's a bit limiting. You know, when you want to play together, it can be a bit frustrating at times. Okay, let's go off here and do a Yui in the middle of the road. Oh, unless we can't, of course. Damn it, we can't. Okay. Why have they got so many barriers? Here we go. Here we go. This is pretty much what Michael did. And do you know what? I've done this myself in Italy. We actually went the wrong way. Whoa, car! And we came up to a toll booth just like that, and we thought, nah, let's just do a Yui. And we actually did this when I did my European rally, when we're doing that rally for the Children's Hospital. So yeah, we actually did that, which is pretty cool. So it's nice to be able to simulate that in-game as well. And now the sat-nav's gone, oh look, you can go this way. Thank you, sat-nav. Thank you very much. So yeah, want to increase the... what was I talking about? Oh yeah, playing together. So whether or not... We'll have to see how Farm Sim 17... I'm getting ahead of myself. Farm Sim 15 works out. Because if they have a good multiplayer on that, maybe we can get, you know, up to 10... upwards of 10 people maybe, or 10 people playing. I've clipped another blooming post. Goodness me. That may be something we do towards Christmas. I want to definitely in December get online with you guys. We'll get some of you into the server on 7 Days to Die. Speaking of 7 Days to Die servers, there's also a chap called Dan who's got a really good, I think it's Scab Gaming. He's got his own server as well, community server, really friendly guys. No hacking, no cheating, nothing like that. So you know, they're also in my group as well, and I'll put a little message on the Steam groups if you're looking for a server on 7 Days to Die, head over to them. Really nice community, and yeah, enjoy. So yeah, we can do 7 Days to Die. We can probably do Farm Sim 15, I hope, as long as it comes out in a similar format to what it is at the moment. And maybe some other game. The problem is I can't think of. Cliffs of Dover, I could potentially go and do a stream on that, and you know, people could come and join us. Problem is, obviously, you can also get stream sniped as well, which is a bit of a nah. But we'll see how that goes. Potentially, that's something we could do. We could do Euro Truck Simulator multiplayer, which we did stream once before, and you guys come and join us again with the current version. I'm not sure if what is working, but you know, again, that doesn't always work because our stream was cut short by the server going down. So there are problems with it. But yeah, there are ways and means we can do things. Just trying to find a really good way of doing things, because obviously most of the time, if you want to play multiplayer on like a reasonably grand scale, when I say reasonably grand scale, I mean, you know, more than 2 or 3 people, you tend to need to rent a server, and obviously that all costs money, and none of us have got money to spare, especially coming up to Christmas. We have to go away, visit relatives, do work stuff. Well, I do anyway. That my sat nav just isn't working at all. It's probably because this is all being jazzed up by the pro mods. But there you go. Machines are never perfect. I shouldn't be relying on them. I should be using my own navigational skills. This is nice. Difficult. There's a truck there. That sums up this episode. Look, the Shadow Man comes and attacks me. Old Grim Reaper himself. Go on. Go on then. Go on then. I knew you were going to do that. Now I'm going too tight. I'm not going to be able to make this corner. Or maybe I will. Nudge the hedge. Yeah, too tight. Wow. If ever you wanted to see an episode of how not to drive, this has been a pretty good example of that. Right, into IKEA we must go. Wow, it's been a long drive. These are the last things you need. Milano is apparently IKEA. That's all there is. And we've got some roadworks in here as well. What are they doing? Don't know. Oh, what a disaster. Okay, you can see how it was gonna send us, which is really weird. So it's sending us back on the main road. So it probably in the default game we probably pulled off the main road into a... Or this place wasn't here. It's more than likely this place wasn't here. And they haven't quite got the navigation right for it. Okay. Oh my goodness, could you have given me any more... Well, it's not that bad actually, but I've had enough. It's been one of those days. Where's he going to drive in? I'm going to forgo the extra 45 XP. I'm going to call it a day. Boom. We've got a couple of achievements. Test drive limited 999, and we've also got, I didn't catch the second one, but excellent. Job completed. Distance driven from Paris to Milano. Distance driven 581 miles. 23 hours 28 minutes it took us. Felt like it as well. Fuel consumed 512.9 litres. Base reward 18,831 euros, 936 XP. Proficiency level 19 is 5,366 euros. Long distance delivery rank 2 is 1,823 euros, 234 XP. High value cargo rank 6, 5,469 euros, 168 XP. And urgent delivery bonus rank 2, 1,093 euros, 187 XP, which is 32,582 euros, 1,525 XPs, which has popped us into level 20 Master Driver. We are a Master Driver. So what we can get, long distance delivery, which will take us up to 900 miles. Yeah, let's do it. Boom, we might get one for Russia. Ka-ching! So let's come out of here. And there we go, we've got 220,000 euros in the bank. It might be time to buy a new truck. Maybe. And we also need to check on what our loan is. 170,000. Okay, we can't... we could actually pay our loan off. Should we pay it? Right, there's a question for you. Those of you who have managed to last this long. Should we pay our loan off and get rid of it? I think that might, that'd be saving us almost 6 grand a day. That'll still leave us with 50 grand. I think we need to repay that, but I'll go with your thoughts on that one as well. I've just realised, knowing we're going to Milan, I actually Googled it and I've got all this information all about Milan as well. Oh well, maybe another day we'll go through that. So I was going to try and get back to whenever we go to a city, telling you a little bit about it, but I was nattering on for so long, I completely forgot about it. So sorry about that. But we're in Milan. We have delivered another load. We have 220,000 in the bank. Obviously, suggestions whether or not we should pay our 170,000 loan off. I think we should, but that's just my thought. We have 2 garages, and we have 6 drivers and 6 trucks in our fleet. Everything's going well. So leave your thoughts and comments on any of the questions I've posed during this video if you're still awake. And also head over to the Steam forum for any further details you want to put in there. And yeah, hit a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and join me next time for more Euro Truck Simulator 2. So I'll see you later.